Hi guys, it's Miss Barbie. The first thing I want to do is apologize for the video. It's kind of not very good quality today, but that's because I took a field trip. I'm out in my front yard. If you can see behind me, you can see the trees and the grass and everything in my front yard. I was walking around the other day and just thinking about how pretty the trees look right now and the flowers are all blooming and what a wonderful world God made for us. So I decided I was going to do a video talking about the world that God created. The first book of the Bible is Genesis, and the first verse of that book says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." Now, before God created anything, it was just dark and empty. So do me a favor, close your eyes for a couple seconds. What do you see? Nothing. It's just dark. Well, that's what it looked like on the earth before God created all of his wonderful things he did for us. The first thing he did is he created light and he separated it from the darkness. So you had light and dark. The second thing he did, and that took one day. And on the second day, he separated the sky from the waters. So we had the sky created. On the third day, under the sky where the waters were, he separated those waters, and out of those waters came dry land. So that was the land. And on that land, he placed vegetation, which is just a fancy word for trees and grass and vines and things that grow on the land. And that was the third day. Now the fourth day, he put a light up in heaven for the day that we used to see during the day, the sun. And he put a light up in the sky for night, which is the moon. Plus, at night, he also added the stars. So on the fifth day, God created the birds that fly around in the sky, and he created all the animals that swim in the sea. So the fish, the octopus, the sharks, all that kind of stuff. He did that on the fifth day. Now, on the sixth day, he created all of the animals that walk on the earth or live on the earth. That's everything from insects, penguins, elephants, monkeys, tigers, cows, dogs and cats. And he also created another creature called man. You probably remember the name of the first man he created was Adam. And from Adam, he created the first woman, and her name was Eve. Now, on the seventh day, God rested. And I think it's kind of special that God rested on the seventh day, kind of reminding us that we need to take some time, get away from our busy week, and rest and worship him. So don't forget when you're in your busy life, doing your busy things, that you need to rest and to worship God. And we can have time every day to worship God. So I have a little scavenger hunt for you. So I want you to go out in your yard, take an adult if you need to, and I want you to find these things for me. Once you find these things, I want you to put them in a Ziploc bag, because whenever we get to be able to be back in Sunday school together, bring me your Ziploc bag, and I'll have a little treat for you when you do that. Okay, the first thing is a piece of clover. My clover is kind of wilted because I picked it earlier, but there's a lot of clover out. See if you can't find a piece of clover. Put that in your Ziploc bag. Second, I have a twig that is shaped like a Y. Now, this was a bigger branch, and you can see I had to kind of chop it off on the ends. But find you a twig that looks like the letter Y, okay? The third thing is a rock that has a flat side. See how flat that is? So find a rock that has a flat side. Then I want you to find something brown. I know that most things are green right now because it's spring, but I bet if you look pretty hard, you can find something brown. Next, I want you to find 5 blades of grass. I didn't pick 5 blades of grass, but just make sure you have permission from your parents and steal 5 blades of grass from them. Find a seed, any type of seed. Basically, this little acorn is a seed, because inside, if you planted that and it grew, it would become an oak tree. So any kind of seed you can find. Just be very careful, don't put anything like this in your mouth. And then find me a flower. Now, by the time we get back to church, all of this will probably, if it was the flower you just pulled it will look very wilted like my clover does, but that's okay. It's very important that you don't bring me anything that's alive. Don't put a insect or a critter of any type in your Ziploc bag. I don't want that. So, have fun with your scavenger hunt, and just remember that God created all of this beauty for us. We need to appreciate it and spend some time in it. I love you guys. I miss you, and hopefully see you soon. Bye.